Well, hey guys, it is Jersey Girl, and welcome to Jersey Girl Cozy Niche, honey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this evening. I surely do appreciate you. So, if you guys did not get an opportunity to already go ahead and see that I had already gotten things started on my personal page, but also on Jersey Girl Cozy Niche, I did a quick little snippet that went live, but it only showed like 26 seconds, y'all. So, truly, honestly, my bad. But it was telling you guys exactly what tonight was going to be about. So I'm just over here clicking away, about to start sharing a whole lot of different stuff, but it's like trying to give me all extra stuff I'm not trying to do right now. Always seems like once I'm trying to do this, that it's one thing, if not another. But you know what? Like I said, there's always more than one way to skin a cat, baby. So you better believe it. Yes, indeedy. So thank you guys for coming in. Good evening there, Miss Lynn Davidson. Ciao. Look here. This morning, my bad, girl. My bad, girl. My bad. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So you guys make sure that y'all go ahead and like and share all that is going on the page right now. Good is live. Okay. So I'm happy that I'm live. Let me make sure that my sound is on. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Lynn, tell me if you can hear me, girl. Because I think I got my volume down too low. Hold on. Because I don't want it to get feedback. Okay, I'm on. I'm on. All right, welcome y'all, welcome y'all. Okay, if you did not get the memo from before, because like I said, the snippet, it was like real quick, y'all, okay? So tonight we are talking about relationships. And I'm not just talking about, okay, you felt I felt your repose. Yeah, right? So check it out. It is more than just relationships that I'm talking about, boy and girl. I'm talking platonic, I'm talking friendship, I'm talking family, baby, I'm also talking business. Because we were not created to be silos. We were created to be relational. Okay. So a quick little recap of what happened last week, y'all. I touched on the 7 pillars that Jersey Girl Cozy Niche is about. Okay. And so let me go ahead and hit that up so then that way y'all can know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. It's all about them pillars, baby. They are running across the bottom of your screen, as a matter of fact. Yes, they are. So our 7 pillars are, of course, it is home, okay, and decor, DIY projects, relationships, which we are going to be talking about tonight, personal growth, development, and of course some crafts, because y'all know I like to do crafty stuff like I did last week. Okay, just touching on a bit of, well, actually 2 weeks ago. I want to say it was like 2 weeks ago, y'all. Look, time seemed to be running together. Okay, but just so you all know, yes, we do crafts over here as well as cooking. So cooking is a craft, y'all. Okay, cooking is a craft, and look, we all got to eat. Okay, so it's going to be very important for us to eat. Last week, it was all about interaction as well. And Miss Christine Doyle is the one that won the paperweight that actually knocked us out for a couple minutes. So I apologize if y'all was watching last week and then all of a sudden I went out and I went blank. Child, it was because it was heavy. But tonight, it is still one and the same. And let me show you what you have the possibility of being able to engage in today as you engage in conversation with the one, the only Jersey girl, baby. And that will be her. Oh, do you see her? Oh, this queen right here. Yes, she is very pretty, is she not? She is. This is actually a coaster, okay? So she's decorated on this side, and here. So I'm calling her the queen. So you have an opportunity to win 2 of these. Now, a coaster set is typically 4. But for tonight, you guys would actually be able to have an opportunity with engaging with me to go ahead and be able to get a partial set of coasters. So 2 coasters with the beautiful African queen. Yes, indeed. Yes. You see how pretty she is with the gold accents in here? Yes. And of course, obviously, you also see scrolling across the bottom of the screen there, you are able to shop at Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. Jersey Girl Cozy Niche.com. The website is currently under construction, but and that's only for one product. So you are still able to get on there and shop. Yes, you can. And that's exactly what I want you guys to do. Get on in there and go ahead and shop. Shop, shop, shop. There's a whole lot of stuff on there besides, t-shirts and coasters and dominoes. It's a plethora of things, y'all. You better get with it. We also have some candle holders. I would call them candle stands, but they're really not stands because they are holders. But anywho, let's go ahead and jump into tonight what it is that we're going to be talking about, which is relationships. So I told you, if you got a chance to see, I said, go ahead and grab yourself something. I got myself something. But if you want water, if you want tea, if you want coffee, soda, whatever, just go ahead and grab yourself a little bit of a beverage because we're going to be talking tonight. Oh, yes, we are. So let's go ahead and hit one of the first things that I want us to talk about, which is friends. Relationship when it comes down to friends. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I kind of got some wisdom from an elderly lady that was actually came to my great aunt's garage sale. So I was helping my great aunt Ruth, who was doing a garage sale at her house, and she had one of the ladies come over and help after we had set everything out. And so the older woman asked me, she said, well, how many friends do you have? And because I told her I was in, she asked me how old I was and what grade I was in. So I told her, and so she said, well, how many friends do you have? I said, oh, I got a lot of friends. She said, oh, you do? I said, yeah. And so she said, well, how many friends do you think you got? So I started rattling off people's names, child, like, oh, I got so many friends. She said, oh, she said, well, let me tell you exactly what a friend is. Okay. And then she broke that thing down to me. So she talked about a friend is someone who is there for you, that you can be able to rely on, and that you are also there for them. They're not looking out for themselves, it's not for self-gain. But when you are sick and you need help, some things that you're not able to do, that they are going to be there for you. Okay. A friend is somebody that is there for you through thick and thin. So after she got done explaining what a friend was, honey, then she said, so let me ask you again, how many friends do you have? And I said, oh, one. I had one friend. Once it got described to me, once I understood what the definition was, then I had to go ahead and take a step back and say, what is that really? And so ever since then, I have never been so quick to call people my friends. No, we acquaintances, because she let me know. So who you have one friend, and the other people you just know, and they just know you. So those are what you call acquaintances. And so at the tender age of whatever age I was in the fifth grade, because I don't remember how old I was. I just remember I was in the fifth grade. That's when I realized that I had acquaintances. And then friendship was something that had to be earned. Not only a friend for me, but also for me to be a friend to them. Because friendship is more than just a one-sided part of things, okay? It's you listening, you taking in, them listening, them taking in, okay? And you are not looking out for yourself. It's not about selfish gain, okay? It is about being able to build rapport with one another, okay? And being concerned about one another. So, needless to say, I got down to it, and that was really good, okay? So, I want y'all to tell me, in middle school, did you guys happen to, or middle school, are you still friends with kids that you were friends with when you were in elementary school, preschool, high school, college? Stuff in the air, y'all. Okay. I'm able to go back. As far as friendships are concerned, I'm able to go back to high school. I am. I know some people, from middle school and stuff like that, but to say that I'm still friends with them to this day, I'm not. I'm not. But I am still friends with those that I met in high school. Go figure. And the fact that we had our 20-year reunion, I'm not going to tell y'all when we had it, but we had our 20-year reunion. And boy, did we have fun. Didn't we, CC and Amy? Yes, we did. Okay. Yes, we did. So it was a ball. We had a blast. It was amazing. So yeah, look, Long Branch High School, stand up. Yes, I know. I done told y'all I can claim like 3 high schools, but Long Branch High School is actually where I graduated from. That is I guess I would be considered an alma mater. Yeah, I guess so. That's what I'm gonna claim. Okay, so I'm a mater of a high school, but I just graduated from that particular high school. But I still do have friends, and I'm talking about well over 20 years. Okay. My oldest is about to be, oh goodness, y'all. Are y'all ready for this? This boy about to be 28. How dare he? But oh well, he's getting up there. Yes, he is. And it's all good that he is as well. But yeah, so I mean, this is amazing that I am able to be able to count back that many years to say that I have a friendships going back that far, lasting decades. If I'm looking outside of high school, I have a very good friend of mine. You guys hear me talk about her all the time, Laura. And I met Laura when she called in because of a wet newspaper. I mean, come on now. Like, how did that happen? It was a divine relationship at that. So friendships are definitely important. Okay, when it comes down to friendship. Now, let's go ahead on and move over to our next one, which would be family. Let's talk about these family relationships, okay? Now, we can be treading into some dangerous waters for some people when it comes down to relationships, when it comes down to family. Some of them, it can be very good, and some can be quite traumatic all at the same time, okay? And so what I want to be able to share with you guys is some good things about some relationships regarding family for me, some not so good things, and then some things that are intermittent, okay? So that way y'all can feel comfortable. And again, I want y'all to jump on in, because look, I want y'all to be able to win the pretty lady, okay? I do. I want you to, because I'm going to be coming back and I'm going to be paying attention to see who's interacting, so that way you can win this pretty set. Okay, it's going to be a set of two instead of a set of four. Set of two of the pretty ladies. Are y'all, look, off subject? Are y'all seeing this? Look, I am right-handed. But this nail was giving me the business, okay? And so, oh, child. So anyway, so don't think I'm hiding nothing. I ain't. I'm just as real as they come. Ain't no pretensions going up over here, okay? It ain't all, ooh, everything is matching. No, it ain't, boo. Because this one, and it's hurting like a mug too, FYI, because it done got down to the white meat. Can y'all see it? Oh, baby, down to the white meat. She hurt. She hurt. But I'm okay. I'm okay. So let's talk about family, shall we? Okay. All right. So when I was growing up, I was a teenager. Let me tell you something. I was giving my mother the business. Okay. The business. I was my mother's most mouthiest. And my family just came up this past weekend, and boy, did we have a great time. Yes, we did. And I was actually telling my niece that. So she was like, yeah, TT, I can see that. I was like, really? Me? Do I look like I'm some troublemaker? And so she just kind of was like, But yes, I was the most mouthiest of all of my mother's children. I gave my mother the worst, okay? I'm just going to be totally honest. I did. So growing up, me and my mom did not have a very good relationship. We just didn't. It wasn't until 2006. I know. Yeah, I was born in the 70s, but hey, however long it took us, the time that it needed to take, and it is what it is, okay? But me and my mom got an opportunity to sit down in May of 2006 and actually have a serious conversation. And out of that conversation was a mended relationship. I was able to speak to my mother candidly about how I felt, what was going on with me and the way I perceived things that took place. Okay. And I'm going to say the way I perceived things because I was a child. So I perceived things as a child. Okay. Not fully understanding a whole lot of stuff. Okay. I thought I knew. I really didn't, child. I mean, really, come on. All teenagers really think that they know every darn thing, but we don't. And it's all good. Okay. So I was able to talk to my mom. My mom was able to talk to me. And there was a serious turning point that took place within our relationship because she came back and was like, I realized, where my error was when we were, because it took 2 days. Yes, it did. It was a 2-day conversation because the first day had somebody butting in. I was like, hold up, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay. This is way before your time. And I'm going to need you to take a back seat because I didn't ask you to come here and step in on my conversation with my mother. Like, sit down, please. And so thank God, second day, my mom came back and was like, listen, I realized yesterday that, yeah, there was some interruption in regards to our conversation. So let's finish having that conversation. And I want to, apologize to you because I felt like I was making excuses instead of hearing you. Okay. And so that was a pivotal turning point within me and my mother's relationship. And we had decided right then and there that we were not going to allow things to get pent up, or have misunderstandings or anything like that. If something is going wrong, or we're feeling some kind of way, it's best to address it right then and there. Yeah, we may need to cool down for a little bit, but I'm just saying, not letting, days and weeks and months and years go by, but that it will get addressed, that we're not going to allow things to sit and fester. So that it was a wonderful turning point in me and my mother's relationship. So that I'm totally grateful for. So that conversation took place in 2006. I'm totally grateful for that. And so, fast forward, let's go to the bad part of things, shall we? So there was a relationship that I just never could get up on the mend for nothing. Okay. I tried, I extended, and he just didn't want that reach back. And that was with my biological father. I think that well, it's not that I know that it was a lot of guilt on his behalf. I know that it was, for not being there. And, like I explained to him, listen, as far as I'm concerned, it was meant for you not to be in my life. Okay. Because if you were in my life, I don't know who I would be. If you were. Like, seriously. I'm gonna take a drink on that. Woohoo. Yeah. So sometimes we gotta stop being mad at those that aren't there. Because guess what? They probably were supporting actors in your novel, in your book, in your testimony. And you were trying to make them a main character. I would also like to call it scatter. It's like when you're watching a movie and it's like, and a waitress brought over, a coffee. You know what I'm saying? Waitress don't have no name. Even when the rolling credits are going, waitress one, waitress two, bus stander one, bus stander two. We're trying to make those that have played a particular role in our lives have reoccurring and permanent and main character, and that's not what their role was. But they did serve a purpose for a reason and for a time. And when their time is up, when that scene has ended, the scene has ended. And it does take work not to be bitter about the scene ending. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, it's easy. No, it's not. It's not easy. But it is a part of life. We've talked about it. Trees, roots, branches, and leaves. Don't try to make somebody be a root when they're really just a branch. Or have somebody be a branch when they really are a leaf. Here, but for a season, to give you some shade, to give you some relief for some time. And then when the season changes, as seasons do, it's now time for them to go on. And guess what? Just like they are playing a role in your testimony, in your book, so are you. We are characters in somebody else's as well. And so there are going to be times that we're going to hurt people. There's going to be times when we ain't going to say the right thing, do the right thing. Just like there'll be times when people will do that to us. So having some compassion to be able to kind of go both ways. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect at all. Let's talk about a relationship that I'm dealing with right now. It's in transition right now, just to be honest. It's in a very weird place because I just never expected for anything like this to ever happen to me, because our relationship was just so good. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't anymore. And it was just like, this is very different. Okay, let's see what Sylvia has to say. Sylvia says, not everyone is meant to play a major part in your life, biological or not. We take the good with the bad and use it to grow. I like that, Sylvia. Very, very true. Very true. It's like fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? Now, most folks can take that as they will, but let's go ahead and be honest. Any seed that's planted, what's one of the ways in order to be able to reap a harvest on that? The seed got to be buried. The seed got to die. So new life can spring forth. So it starts out as a seed, but that seed got to be buried. And there's stuff that gets piled on top of it too. But it's a good thing. And just like a rose, y'all know about them roses. That manure, honey. But it do be beautiful and fragrant, for those who love roses, So beautiful to look at. ain't so easy to go ahead and just snatch up because of them thorns, right? Mm-hmm. All types of good little juicy bits all up in there. Okay. And so, like I said, for the relationship where I'm entering in right now, I am just learning in the midst of this just to say, you know what, God, I'm gonna let you have it. Because that's the best thing I'm gonna be able to do anyway. I love being able to relate to people, and having friendships. I went through a very rough time in the beginning of, my then marriage, because my girls, it was a huge transition from being single to, being married. And I just expected everything to keep rolling, you know what I'm saying? Because we was all cool, you know what I'm saying? Like we was all hanging out. So I was expecting one and the same. And so I ended up then going on an opposite side of an eating disorder. Yeah, I know. I told y'all there's some things that I've shared and some things that I haven't. Not all things. I am very much so open book, and we'll get a chance to talk about different things. But yes, in the beginning of my marriage, I went through an eating disorder because I was not prepared for the shift and the change in my friendship at that time. And to be honest, I actually had an eating disorder beforehand, but it was on the other side. And that was also in another relationship. I'm telling y'all, it's layers to things up around here. But we can't go ahead and get lost in the sauce. We also have to talk about our other side of exactly what it is that we're talking about when it comes down to relationship, and that's business and partnerships. Now, let me explain something to y'all real quick and fast. I have a switch. I cannot explain it to you. The only way I can best explain it is just that it's a switch. When I'm dealing business, I'm in business mode. When I'm dealing family, I'm in family mode. So business is business, family is family. Okay. And so it's a light switch. That's it. I know how to be able to flip between the two. They are separate in my brain. Not that I'm just, quote unquote, cold hearted, if you will. But when it comes down to business, business is business and family is family. And actually, one of the things that, in doing real estate, that was one of the things in reading up on how to be a landlord and things like that, because we did have rental property, and it was like, okay, how are we going to go about doing this, getting rental property? And so one of the things that they talked about was like, don't rent to family. Why? Because of the rift it can cause within the family, y'all. Yeah, some serious issues. Okay. And so I was definitely against renting out to family. But yeah, so it was information that I found, and I was just like, okay. And they were like, unless you know how to be able to do, do. And I'm like, I do know how to be able to do. So I'm good. But I didn't necessarily, it didn't always line up. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. Let's put it like that. Didn't always line up. And it was just like, But yes, dealing with business and partnerships. This is a relationship deal as well. Being able to have that clear defining situation when it comes down to business and partnership. I think it is Lady Antebellum. I think that's the country music group. Okay. And so the guy is married and the woman is married. Okay. They're not married to each other. They have their own spouses. Okay. Make sure that line is clear right there. But they're constantly working with each other. So a lot of people was thinking that they were actually together. And they were like, oh, no, 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 no. She's like, I have my husband. And he's like, and I have my wife. Now they do, hang out and stuff like that. But it was just a clear line that, yes, we do spend a lot of time together. But this is business. And this is my personal. So when you're dealing with business and partnerships, being able to work those two together, it takes a lot of skill in order for that to happen, because you don't want it to necessarily spill over into your personal, which can be a bit difficult when you're a husband and wife, because it's like, when are we going to shut down the business side of things and then just talk us relationship? You know what I mean? And then the other way around, it's easy for it to get entangled. So I'm not saying that it can't be done. It can be done. It definitely is going to take some counseling, okay, and some mentoring and some coaching as well, in order for that to be able to work well. So that way you guys both can be able to shut off okay, the business side, and turn on the relationship side. So then that way you are fostering that. And even if it's not a husband and wife relationship, let's just say business. I've just been blessed in regards to, my particular business, my event planning business. I partnered up with the Hilton Garden Inn, and it is a wonderful partnership at that. So I'm very grateful for that partnership that we are working together in order to be able to bring some wonderful events to those that are, booking stays at the Hilton and those that are looking to reserve my services. And so we're working together in order to save people money, people, okay? I know, shameless plug. Uh-huh. But it's great. It's a great partnership because it's a benefit to them. It's a benefit to me. And we are working so very well together. So it's awesome. And our relationship, our partnership is also benefiting other people. So that is definitely a good thing as well. So look here, it's already 7:56. I appreciate you guys so much for interacting with me. Let's go ahead and get to these comments over here. Hey there, Miss Taisha Morris. How you doing, honey? Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. All right. April said, that is so difficult. You are right about that. Yeah, April, right? Being able to have that line between the two of business and family, woo child, it can be a lot. My cousin Karen, hey cuz, said, we own our own business, and when I get home, I don't want to discuss anything pertaining to our company. Girl, look here. Yes, because it can start some serious arguments. It can cause a rift, during personal time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's not what you want to do. You do want to make sure that you do have that downtime. Like, look, I don't want to hear nothing else about that. Can we just not? Can we just not? Set up a business meeting. Let's set up a business meeting day and time for us to be able to kind of get these things going. And then once we shut that down, it's shut down. Don't bring that up. The phone is off. My business hours are. Now I sound like Big Red from the Five Heartbeats. My business hours are. Okay. Yes. Taisha says, I missed the chat. Oh, honey. Well, I tell you what, you don't ever have to worry about missing it. You can always be able to come back here because it is on Facebook. I keep it on Facebook for a certain period of time, y'all. So start getting ready because over on YouTube is where you're going to be seeing all of the previous videos because I am going to be making a shift because it's time for YouTube to go ahead and step on up. I need y'all over there, not just subscribing, but subscribing and commenting. So then that way I can get that algorithm going. And I want us to be able to reach a whole lot of subscribers because I want that silver button, okay? I think that we can go ahead and get that plaque. I do. I really, really do. All right. Cousin Karen says, my business hours are. Yes. Okay. Don't play with me. Look, when I said I'm done, I'm done. You can give myself a drink and Hirsch up. Hirsch. I don't want to hear it. I'm done. So that is it, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I'm going to be going back through the comments because I want you guys. You see this beautiful African queen here? Mm-hmm. This is a coaster set. Yes, because that's what I've been setting my drink on. Yes, honey. So those that are interacting tonight, you have an opportunity to win a set. Now, typically a set of my coasters is 4, but for interacting tonight, you will get, this set will be of 2. So this is the beautiful African queen. Isn't she gorgeous? Yes. Now, y'all know y'all got to make sure that y'all shopping at jerseygirl-cozyniche.com because that's where you could get a chance to see all the cute stuff that's going on. And why shouldn't you see all the good, cute stuff that's going on? I want y'all to. So then that way you can go ahead and shop and have a really, really good time over there. Ow, hey. Look at that. Jersey Girl, Cousin Niche. Scroll across the bottom of the screen. Yes, honey. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I want y'all to drop down in here. If you are live right now, drop down in the comments. Live. Okay. And if you happen to catch it on the replay, hit pound replay. Okay, that's old school, pound. Or they like to say now, hashtag. But baby, hit that hashtag or that pound and say replay in all caps. That way I know that you are catching me live. And I appreciate it, y'all. So if you have not already gotten your drink, toast to you for tonight's pillar, which is relationship. There are 7 pillars to Jersey Girl Cozy Needs. Relationship is definitely one of them, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and show the other ones. Home, decor, DIY projects, obviously relationships, personal growth, development, and crafts, which is also cooking. Yeah, you get crafty in the kitchen, child. And that's it. And I will hold up. I see some comments. Let me see. Hashtag replay says Ty. Good night, cousin. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm gonna be taking care of things. You know what I'm talking about. I don't be giving out business unless I need to give out business, but we all good over here in the neighborhood. Everything gonna be squared away just right. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. That wraps it up for this edition of Jersey Girl Cozy Needs. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with us. Make sure that you hit that bell, the notification bell, so that way you can be notified every single time I go live or upload a new video. Because the YouTube channel is where you get your steak, potatoes, desserts, and drinks